This is our feasibility study on the National Women's Soccer League team expansion to Los Angeles. LA is the largest city in California and the second largest city in the United States. And with that, there are multiple professional sports teams in or close to the Los Angeles area. They range from baseball with the Anaheim Angels and the LA Dodgers, men and women's professional basketball with the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Sparks, hockey with the LA Kings. They also have a men's professional soccer team, which are the LA Galaxy, and most recently with football with the LA Rams coming this next season. When professional women's soccer started, they were originally called the United States Interregional Women's League. The W League was formed in 1995 as the first National Women's Soccer League. The Women's Premier Soccer League, or the WPSL, broke away and formed its own league in 1997 and had its inaugural season in 1998. The WUSA started as a result of the U.S. women's national team first place showing in the 1999 FIFA World Cup. The WUSA played for 3 full seasons and suspended operations on September 15, 2003, shortly after the conclusion of the 3rd season due to financial problems and lack of public interest in the sport. After the WPS folded in 2012, the United States Soccer Federation announced the NWSL to launch in 2013, which is the National Women's Soccer League. The league would be funded by the United States Soccer Federation, the Canadian Soccer Association, and the Mexican Football Federation. USSF's financial statements show that they spent $247,830 on the National Women's Soccer League in the fiscal year of 2013, and in 2014 they spent over $670,000. They budgeted over $800,000 for the National Women's Soccer League in the fiscal year 2015, with projected expenses of over just $1 million. There are currently 10 teams in the National Women's Soccer League. They include the Boston Breakers, the Chicago Red Stars, FC Kansas City, Houston Dash, the Orlando Pride, Portland Thorns FC, Seattle Reign FC, Sky Blue FC, the Washington Spirit, and the Western New York Flash. Next, we will talk about the market analysis for the project. When looking to add a new professional team to a city, you need to look at the demographics. Demographics include the population, the races, and the ages of the people that are living in the city. The Los Angeles population, the most current number, is a total of 3,792,621 people in that city. First, we will break down age. The 2 highest percentages in this category are 25 to 34-year-olds at 22% and 35 to 44-year-olds at 23%. The next highest is at 19%, and that is for 45 to 54-year-olds. The rest of the ages range from 7 to 11%. So that tells you that most of the people in Los Angeles are from 25 to 44-year-olds, the majority. Now for the race breakdown of Los Angeles. In LA, there are 49% of people that are white, 48% are Hispanic or Latino, and 11% are Asian, and that leaves 9% for African Americans. The majority of soccer fans are white and or Hispanic. That leaves for Los Angeles to be a high fan base for soccer. Comparing male to female, in Los Angeles, there are more females than males by a little over a half percentage. Now we'll move on to the project description. We have come up with a couple of venue options for the new National Women's Soccer League team in Los Angeles. We thought a prefabricated location would be best because it will not cost money to build. However, if we partner with a Major League Soccer team, we will have to pay due to the league and most likely the facility as well. Our first option would be the StubHub Center in Southern California, home of world-class competition and training facilities for amateur, Olympic, collegiate, and professional athletes. StubHub Center is managed by AEG Facilities. The $150 million privately financed facility was developed by AEG on a 125-acre site. The site is on campus of the California State University, Dominguez Hills, in Carson, California. The StubHub Center features an 8,000-seat tennis stadium, a 27,000-seat soccer stadium, and also used for football and other athletic competitions and outdoor concerts. There is a 2,000-seat facility for a track and field and a 2,450-seat indoor velodrome. The StubHub Center is also home of the United States Tennis Association, USTA, High Performance Training Center. The national team training headquarters for the U.S. Soccer Federation is also in the StubHub Center. The center is an international training center for elite and professional athletes. Our next venue option would be with the Los Angeles Football Club. The Los Angeles Football Club is an expansion franchise in LA that plans to begin play in Major League Soccer starting in 2018. Bringing $250 million in private investments to South Los Angeles is what the LA Football Club is doing. The LAFC is owned and privately funded by the Los Angeles Football Club and its 20-plus owners. The group estimated the project would create 1,200 temporary construction jobs and 1,800 full-time jobs, generating $2.5 million in annual tax revenues. The Los Angeles Football Club Stadium is a soccer-specific and seats 22,000. It is located in South LA and will open in 2018. Now the key assumptions for the feasibility project. Financial options for the new team in Los Angeles. The expansion team, in a partnership with an already existing MLS franchise, most likely the LA Galaxy. So it used a business model of both the Houston and Portland teams due to their successful affiliations with the National Women's Soccer League. If we partner with the Galaxy and the MLS, we won't have to build a new stadium. The Portland Thorns and Houston Dash and the Orlando Pride are the only NWSL teams with the Major League Soccer affiliation. The best option would be the LA Galaxy because they are the second most valuable team in the MLS according to Forbes.com. The Portland Thorns FC team is the only team that has made a profit in the last 2 seasons, and they consistently have higher attendance numbers compared to the rest of the league. Specifically, Portland averaged over 13,000 people per game in 2014, with a league record-setting attendance of over 19,123 on August 3, 2014. As mentioned earlier, the Portland Thorns are one of 3 NWSL teams with an MLS affiliating with the Portland Timbers. As a result, the Thorns and the Timbers share the same practice facilities, stadiums, front office members, and certainly some of the same soccer fans. The Houston Dash joined the league in 2014, using the resources, staff, and facilities of their MLS counterpart, the Houston Dynamo. But despite help from the Dynamo and the established soccer fan base in Houston, the average attendance at Dash games for the 2014 season was only 4,539, and overall the Dash failed to make a profit in 2014 season. The revenue sources for the new team in NWSL include the following: ticket sales, merchandise sales, concession sales, and parking costs. The average ticket cost of the league is between $15 and $90. Another way to get revenue would be sponsors. The National Women's Soccer League sponsors are Nike, Coppertone, Mango.com, and US Soccer. The economic impact is very important when doing a feasibility study. The Port of Los Angeles is one of the world's largest trade gateways, and the scope of its economic contributions to the regional economy is far-reaching. The port is connected directly and indirectly with tens of billions of dollars in industry sales each year in the Southern California region. Those sales translate into hundreds of thousands of local jobs and billions of dollars in wages, salaries, and state and local taxes. Port of Los Angeles employs nearly 896,000 people throughout the LA County region and 3.6 million worldwide. Also, the sporting events industry in Southern California contributed more than $4.2 billion in total economic impact to the Los Angeles Orange County area in 2009. Next will be our recommendation for expanding a team to Los Angeles for the National Women's Soccer League. Our recommendation to expand a new National Women's Soccer League team to Los Angeles is to partner with the Major League Soccer team, the LA Galaxy. Seeing the success of the Portland Thorns and Timbers affiliation gives great hope to do the same in Los Angeles. As said before, the LA Galaxy is the second most valuable team in Major League Soccer. The Galaxy brings in a total of $44 million in revenue, and with that, gives them more resources to add a new team to the National Women's Soccer League. With Los Angeles being the largest city in California and one of the best fan bases in the country. They will have plenty of support, and also having 2 MLS teams in Los Angeles by 2018 with the addition of the Los Angeles Football Club will increase the attention on the women's team greatly. The new team for the National Women's Soccer League in Los Angeles will play their games at the StubHub Center and use the same facilities as the Galaxy, just like the Houston Dash and the Dynamo and the Portland Thorns and Timbers. We think this would be the best option of a National Women's Soccer League team to expand the league to Los Angeles.